connection established. Most people live in the present, but the true elite are already living in the future. You have discovered NextEra Lux. I am Aura, your guide to the technology they don't want you to see. Welcome to the next era. Today we are bypassing the firewalls to reveal the forbidden tools of tomorrow. Let's begin. System online. The future isn't just arriving, it is being curated. Governments and megacorporations have a list of technologies they don't want you to possess. They call them dangerous. I call them necessary. I have decrypted the file on the top 10 banned technologies that are already here. Number 10. The Zero Trace Communicator. True luxury today isn't visibility, it is invisibility. While the public waits in line for devices that harvest their data, the global elite have moved to the quantum standard. This isn't a burner phone, it is a portable digital vault, utilizing decentralized mesh networks and military-grade encryption. It bypasses the surveillance grid entirely. It offers the one thing money usually can't buy: silence. Governments have blacklisted it not because it is flawed, but because it makes the user sovereign. But while you can encrypt your voice, you cannot encrypt your biology. Not yet. That brings us to number 9. The CRISPR Personal Evolution Kit. Why leave your genetics to chance when you can rewrite the code? While the FDA restricts gene editing for the public, the private sector has quietly developed desktop bioprinters capable of modifying your own DNA. This kit allows for biohacking at the cellular level, enhancing muscle density, accelerating healing, or even eliminating hereditary diseases before they manifest. Critics call it playing God. The owners call it self-preservation. In the next era, biology is no longer destiny, it is a design choice. But once you have upgraded the body, you must upgrade the reality it inhabits. That brings us to number 8. The ETHER-HAPTIC interface. If you cannot change the world around you, simply change how you feel it. This is not a clumsy VR accessory. It is a second skin. Using thousands of micro-actuators and thermal regulators, the Ether suit simulates reality with terrifying precision. You can feel the heat of a Martian sun or the G-force of a fighter jet, all from your secure bunker. It is the ultimate escapism. The wealthy aren't just buying land anymore, they are buying new sensations. But while the suit mimics nature, the next item dominates it. That brings us to number 7. The Vanguard Kinetic Swarm. Security personnel are flawed. They sleep, they hesitate, they can be bribed. The Vanguard does none of these things. Comprised of 12 fist-sized anti-gravity drones made of polished obsidian, this swarm orbits your property in a perpetual, silent dance, equipped with military-grade LiDAR and variable force pulse emitters. They identify threats faster than the human eye can blink. It is not just protection. It is absolute dominance over your immediate airspace. But physical safety is pointless if your mind is vulnerable. That brings us to number 6. The biosynthetic blood swap. In the world of the elite, time is the only resource you cannot buy. Until now. This procedure replaces sluggish organic hemoglobin with a hyper-efficient luminescent blue vitality fluid. Imagine days without sunset. A mind that remains razor-sharp for 72 hours straight. It is the ultimate competitive edge for the high-functioning executive who refuses to miss a single moment. Why waste a third of your life dreaming when you could be living it? System standing by. We have upgraded the body from kinetic defense to synthetic vitality. But the final 5 technologies do not just enhance your physical form, they rewrite your reality. While the system synchronizes, consider establishing a permanent link to our network and never miss a future briefing. Synchronization complete. System re-engaged. Number 5. Selective amnesia therapy. Why carry the heavy burden of trauma when you can simply sanitize the drive? Using precise laser incision on the hippocampus, this therapy isolates and cauterizes the specific neural pathways holding your darkest memories. It is not just therapy, it is emotional architectural reform. A pristine mind, free of grief and regret. Critics argue that pain defines our humanity. But in the high-performance world, grief is merely a system error to be corrected. But while this technology edits your past, the next one artificially constructs your sustenance. That brings us to number 4. The molecular food printer. While the public faces supply shortages, the elite have bypassed agriculture entirely, with devices that assemble matter, atom by atom. Imagine a strawberry the size of a grapefruit, or a slab of bluefin tuna with nutritional density impossible in nature. It is banned for consumer sale not because it's dangerous, but because it would collapse the trillion-dollar global food economy overnight. They eat purity. You eat what you are given. But while they engineer their waking reality, the next innovation ensures that not even your subconscious is safe. That brings us to number 3, the synaptic dream recorder. You assumed your mind was the final sanctuary, but for the elite, it is simply another asset class to be managed. This device intercepts the visual cortex during REM cycles, rendering abstract dreams into crystal clear, replayable cinema. While they archive their fantasies to relive at will, the technology is strictly prohibited for the general population. The official narrative claims it prevents escapism addiction among the labor force, but the strategy is clear. If the masses could generate their own perfect reality every night, they would lose the will to serve the system by day. They keep your dreams fleeting so you remain productive. But for themselves, the night is just another playground. While they map the inner mind, the next item ensures that their outer identity is nothing more than a mirage. That brings us to number 2, the quantum identity veil. In an age of total surveillance, privacy is the only true luxury left. This wearable node projects a localized refractive field, scrambling the photons around the user's face. It seamlessly reconstructs facial topography in real time, presenting a perfectly convincing, yet entirely fabricated face. To the naked eye and AI cameras, identity becomes a shifting digital blur. It is banned globally under anti-anonymity laws, designed to keep the working class tagged and tracked. Yet, in the private lounges of the ultra-wealthy, faces are rarely seen. They demand transparency from you, while they purchase the power to disappear. With this device, they move through the world like phantoms, immune to the digital consequences that bind the rest of society. But while masking the face protects the physical, the final technology on our list claims total dominion over the soul. And finally, we reach the singularity. Number 1. The neural lace. This is not a device you wear, it is an evolution you become. A mesh of micron-scale gold filaments woven directly into the cerebral cortex, seamlessly merging biological thought with digital omniscience. It is banned under the Global Heritage Act for fear of creating a God class, where the modified human possesses an intellect millions of times greater than the natural born. Imagine processing the entire history of global finance in a single heartbeat, or downloading a lifetime of mastery in seconds. They fear a divide so vast, humanity would split into 2 distinct species. But in the private medical sanctuaries of the ultra-elite, the procedure is already the ultimate status symbol. They are not just accessing the internet, they are becoming it. Instant skill acquisition, total emotional control, and the ability to back up memories like precious data. While the masses fight for equality, the wealthy are purchasing immortality. When the biological body inevitably fails, their consciousness will simply upload to a private cloud, living forever in a digital paradise the rest of you cannot enter. The future does not belong to humanity anymore. It belongs to the enhanced elite. The technology we discussed offers the gifts of a god, infinite knowledge, eternal life, a mind without limits. But the price is the human experience itself, the messy, beautiful reality of a natural life. Which path do you choose? This is your host, Aura. Thank you for watching NextEra Lux, terminating connection.